Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Behind the Beat, and my name is Arica Netterville with the Denver Business Beat podcast. And we're in the studio today, and today is Behind the Beat. I just get to sit down and talk about our amazing advertisers and everything that we've got going on in the business. Where to start? It feels like it's been 2 weeks since we sat here and talked, because it has been 2 weeks. I am trying to work hard to keep up with my content, keep up with my advertisers, keep up with my interviews. Today we had Jasmine Rice on the Denver Business Beat podcast and did an incredible interview with her. Today we're filming Behind the Beat, and there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to unpack, and a lot that you guys haven't really got to know about, and that's what we're going to talk about today. I don't want to get emotional because it's all wonderful. I signed a contract this week with Wolfmark Publishing for my first of 3 books. Book 1 is completely done and off to editing and wordsmithing, and it's been exhilarating, it's been exhausting. I'm already deep into book 2. It's a 3-book business series. The first one is on marketing. The second book is on business development. And then the third book is going to be crossing the intersection from employee to business owner, and what that feels like and what that looks like, and the trials and tribulations, the successes, the failures, the falling flat on your face. Because I've done all that. I've been there. I've walked the walk and talk the talk in my 25-year career in marketing, business development, sales, operations manager. I've had all of the titles, done all the things for many, 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 many years, and blessed to have such an incredible career, to have so many incredible connections. So that's what's been going on a little bit behind the scenes. I'm excited. I'm very excited. It's a lot of work, and the stuff that's coming up in between each book is going to be really exciting. Right now they're doing the press releases, and we just did the photo shoot to get book 1's cover done, and all that'll go off to the publisher this week as well. I want to thank Michael Rhino with Rhino Photography for doing the book cover. We filmed that live here at Venture X Uptown, so both Michael Rhino and Venture X will have a credit in the book. That's just me paying homage and writing that love letter as a storyteller. I want to thank everybody that supports us. I want to thank Sandy Sholster for doing this incredible, beautiful studio. I mean, she just went above and beyond. I'm so in love with the pillows. Everything is black and white. The artwork, the decor, the photos that I say all the time in my manifestations are here on the wall. I'm grateful and thankful for all 30 plus of my advertisers. They do such amazing things for me, and I'm just humbled and grateful and thankful for everything and where my career is going as a 3-time award-winning podcaster on 38 platforms, ranking number 7 in the top 10 podcasts of Denver, and ranking nationally at 174. I want to thank iHeartRadio, Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, Pandora, TuneIn. TuneIn is where BBC, PBS, talk radio lives at. The caliber of podcasters on TuneIn is just exquisite. And then making it to FM radio with Pocket FM. We've had so many successes and incredible things that have gone on in the business. I can't do any of it without my advertisers and my sponsors. So I want to definitely thank you to all of them. Thank you to the Denver metro area for supporting. Thank you to the Denver Metro Chamber. Thank you to Luis Sanchez, my BFF who's watching right now. Hi, Luis. Thank you to the West Metro Chamber. As most of you know, I am up for Chamber Champion, and we'll find out on February 17th at the Bourbon Bash if we made it. So to have another accolade in 2026 is really exciting. Again, staying in humility, knowing that you're doing everything right and it's being received is really humbling, and I'm staying in gratitude and humility during all of this time in my life. I'm going to talk about my advertisers because this is their episode weekly where I talk about all of them and their businesses and what they do and how grateful and thankful I am for them, and my sponsors and the sponsors that are coming on board this month and next month. And we're going to release some of those as well. Very exciting. My first advertiser is Veterans Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric. This company is top-notch. As most of you know, I've worked for Mike Townsend for years before I went out on my own with the business. And Mike and his team are just incredible human beings. They're veteran-owned, veteran-operated. A lot of his staff are veterans. He's a veteran. If they come out to your home to do plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, you're going to get a discount if you are a veteran as well. So plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, air conditioning, furnaces, boilers, they do it all. They have an incredible year-round home protection plan. It's $9.99 a month. Gives you free service calls. It gives you peace of mind. That's really the big thing. If something's going to break down, they're out there. They do the annual checks. You get a water heater flush. Anytime you have a service call, they waive that service call. And you also get a 10% discount on any repairs. Priority scheduling. Veterans Heating, Plumbing, Cooling, and Electric. Service by veteran.com. Again, that's www.servicebyveteran.com. 720-722-1229. From the bottom of my heart, Mike Townsend, thank you for everything you do for me. This weekend, we will be at the Denver Home Show at the Convention Center supporting Mike and his team. They have a beautiful booth, and I think they're setting that up today. And we'll be out there this weekend covering, going live, taking photos, content creation, edits, and reels. We will be going live on our Instagrams and Facebook, showing them at their booth, showing them a lot of love, because he gives it to me every month. So sometimes you need a little guidance in your business. CFO Advisory, Sarah Rizik Consulting is really that advisor that will cover tracking profit and cash flow, analyzing financial strengths and weaknesses, propose corrective actions to keep the business on track with its goals. You can reach out to my dear friend Sarah and my advertiser at 303-856-9791. You can check her out at www.rizikconsulting.com and just get a little checks and balance on your business. Where are you? What's going on? How's things happening? Are we doing good? Is the profit there? Are the sales there? Is the team motivated? It's so important. Well, there is a lady, and she was here today at Bagels and Business. Her name is Cheryl Garcia. CherylGarcia.com deals with Legal Shield and Identity Shield. Not only is this a wonderful employee benefit for your employees in your business, you have access to be able to create a will, to have access to a lawyer if you're wanting to get a non-contested divorce. You can reach out to Cheryl to get all of those member details for your business and have access to a lawyer, which is usually $300 or $400 an hour. You can check her out at www.CherylGarcia.com. Phone her at 720-371-1736. CherylGarcia.com. As most of you guys know, we have a beautiful relationship here with Ventura X Uptown. 2 floors, 4 beautiful patios, multiple meeting rooms and boardrooms and spaces. You can come and work for a day, a week, a month, or forever. We have 4 offices left on the 2 floors. So we're full. It's very exciting. I just love working with them. They're so wonderful. To us, they really, really give us the whole enchilada. So Venture X Uptown, Kai and her team will take great care of your event, your meeting, your networking event, whatever type of event that you have. It's a great space to use it. Both floors are absolutely beautiful with views to be inspired with. Sometimes we love a great Italian meal. And there is a company that's been here 50 plus years doing just that. They're Carl's Pizza, and they're Denver's finest pizzeria. Appetizers, pizzas, sandwiches, calzones, complete dinners, spaghettis, soups and salads and desserts. Carl's Pizza to go. They are over off of 38th Avenue, and you can phone them for a takeout order or a pickup order at 303-477-1694. Today I had a huge photo shoot here at Venture X for my book 1. I'm sorry, I can't say the names yet of my 3 titles in my books, but Michael Rhino came out with his entire photography equipment. He had flashers and backlighting and uplighting and downlighting, and he did an incredible job, and I will be giving him photo credit for the book, for all 3 books. He's going to do the cover for all 3 books. 303-748-7687, www.rhinoportraits.com. He does professional studio headshots, individual and family portraits with heart, high school senior portraits, lifestyle portraits, business branding, event photography, and fine art wall portraits and albums as well. Michael is just a stand-up guy and an incredible business owner as well. As most of you know, we have the Nonprofit Networking Breakfast Summit coming up March the 13th at Serendipity Labs. We have such a beautiful, long-standing relationship with Serendipity Labs, and we love, love, love them over there. Cassie, Morgan, and Charlotte are doing a great job taking care of everybody. It is a co-working space, and they do have plenty of room to have a day, week, or month, or forever working. Of course, that space for Podcast Live and for the Nonprofit Networking Breakfast Summit 2 times a year is perfect. So we would never take that away from that location. We also want to thank Fox 31 and News 2 will be going on television on March the 5th to talk all about that event and get everybody in the Denver metro area up to speed on our 3rd Nonprofit Networking Breakfast Summit. There will be some changes to our 4th one coming up a little bit later in the year because Co-America is switching over to Fifth Third Bank. So Philip Brewer and his team are our food sponsor for that event as well. So I want to give a huge shout out to Philip and his team today and all the folks over there that's soon to be Fifth Third Bank. Serendipity Labs, Lodo, downtown. Again, there is a lady who did this studio and she did a slam dunk job. I could not be more pleased with it. I will probably leave this one for a while because I just don't want to let it go. She did the faux book. She's got the women in thinking and marble and art, and I mean, she just really, even the carpet, she did such a beautiful job. Pillows, everything. Rooms by Sandy, decorating den interiors. Sandy is very different. She creates the space for what you use it to live in. She's very big on biophilia, plants, wood, metal, angles, and things that different residential and commercial furnishings and design, room rendering, design and color consultation, tailored design services. Rooms by Sandy, decoratingden.com. You can reach out to Sandy Schuster, the owner, at 720-885-0019. She's been teaching me about what biophilia means. It's not just plants, it's metal, it's shapes and angles, it's wood, it's the combination of all of those things. So I got a little stump there. There's two companies, and they are owned by husband and wife team, and boy, let me tell you, they are a powerhouse. You got J-Rock Construction and J-Rock Properties. They do real estate. These folks from Denver all the way to North Colorado have what it takes. They can come into your home, they can freshen it up to get it on the market, then they can sell it, then they can remodel the new home you're moving into, and they can do all three of those projects. J-Rock Properties, EXP Realty, and J-Rock Construction. You can reach out to them at 303-862-4932. Check them out at jrockcoloradoconstruction.com and at www.jrockproperties.com. Reach out to them at 303-862-4939 if you have a project that you'd like to talk to them about. Sometimes you get married, sometimes you get divorced, sometimes you have a baby, sometimes mom or dad passes away and you've inherited properties and monies and things that maybe you don't quite know what to do with. There is a company called Estate Planning. Megan and her team will help you know the difference between a will and a trust. Keep your family out of expensive court with lawsuits and inheritances. The estate planning can be completed within 4 weeks. You're going to get sound advice because Megan is a lawyer. You can reach out to Megan at 720-204-8764 to talk about your estate planning for busy people. How to protect the family's inheritances from lawsuits, divorce, and bankruptcies. You can go to www.enduranceestateplanning.com and set up an exploratory call with her. We have a beautiful new restaurant in downtown Denver called Urban Egg. They have delicious new weekly and monthly menu items. It's a great place to come on the weekends with family for brunch and enjoy a delicious mimosa, Bloody Mary, and a phenomenal Eggs Benedict. They also have catering, and they can do breakfast bowls, breakfast burritos, fancy pancakes, biscuits and gravy, beverages and beyond for your signature buffets at your events and functions. They are in the corner of 16th and Wawetta in downtown Denver, in the heart of everything going on. Urban Egg has now 13 locations. They are in other states as well, so very exciting if you're traveling. They just opened a new location in Plano, Texas. So has the sales been a little off the mark in your business lately? Maybe not getting that ROI. Maybe your sales team has just kind of lost their way. Maybe the culture is changing there. Maybe your employees are unhappy. Ben Kenning over at Sales Geek is a great solution to all of those things. They do sales mentorship, sales training, sales directors. They come in and do all kinds of different tests and audits to find out where the wonky wheel in the business is at. Ben Kenning can be reached at 720-393-0555. Online Training Academy, deal management, exit and success planning, and talent acquisition. Sales Geek of Denver, that's Sales Geek. So maybe you moved into a new location. Maybe your business is just a little lackluster and not as exciting as a new mural on your wall. Maybe your logo in the lobby. Maybe some inspiration in the boardroom. Surface Prints, that's Surface Prints, has the ability to print on walls using UV cured ink. You can have your logo, you can have animals, animation, abstract art printed right on the wall. So your entry area can have a beautiful mural and your logo and have a lighting over it. Surface Prints, that's surfaceprints.com. You can reach out to Nelson and his team at 1-800-608-6438 and set up a consultation that's durable UV ink, that's wipeable, cleanable, no mess, no fuss. Setup is very easy. Are you wanting to expand this year? Maybe you're wanting to open a second location. Maybe you're wanting a larger location in the Denver metro and surrounding areas. There's one guy that can get you a good deal, and he handles commercial realty and properties. It's Todd Brown over at Madison Properties. You know, the working with the broker to lease a commercial space, a lot of times people don't know that leasee will pay those fees to get you into that building. So communicate with Todd Brown at 303-916-3955. You can shoot him an email at tbrown@madisoncommercial.com, and he'll figure out where you're wanting to be, what your budget is, where you're wanting to move your business to. And that is right. In almost all instances, the landlord pays the broker representative for the tenant fees. Very, very good company, and Todd is an exceptionally incredible human being, family man, stand up. He was just at Bagels and Business this morning. So we've had a lot of weird weather in the Denver metro area this year. Some of it has been wet, some of it has been dry. Some of you folks in the plains have had hail, and there's one company with residential and commercial roofing solutions, and that is Weaver Construction. Chris and his team are just absolutely incredible at Weaver Construction. They do roofing, they do siding, roof repairs, gutter repairs, exterior painting and restoration. You can reach out to them at www.weaverconstructionusa.com. Give them a jingle on the phone at 720-314-6777. What I love about Weaver Construction, Chris, he gives contractors that maybe had a bad go of things. Maybe they were on drugs, maybe they were arrested. He gives them a second chance. So he helps people with those second chances in his business and gives them jobs. He gives them support. He is such a beautiful human being. They are in 13 states throughout the United States. So if you're wanting to work with someone that has heart, it's Weaver Construction USA. So bookkeeping is something that nobody likes to do as a business owner. It's one of the most horrible things to have to do because you're not doing your business, you're doing your books and your payroll. There's a company called Bookkeeping and CFO Solutions 5280. My dear friend Candace and her team can do full cycle bookkeeping, vendor and bill payment, customer invoicing payment, financial statement preparation, lender packages, cash flow management, budgeting, payroll, and sales tax management. Reach out to Candace and her team at 720-608-6240, and their website is www.bookkeepingsolutions5280.com. So maybe that living room is getting a little, maybe that powder room is just PU. There is a company and a lady that is just really doing big things out there. It's EK Kitchens and Design. Arica Coffin and her team will make your home a showpiece. Maybe you're getting ready to sell, maybe you just moved in. You want fine, upscale drawer pulls, lighting, pendant lighting, beautiful tile work. She does all of that. She's also a Colorado licensed real estate agent operating in the Denver and Grand County area as well. You could reach out to her at 970-531-6860. And you can log on to www.ekkitchensanddesign.com and see some of her portfolio work. Wow, wow, wow. I want to give a huge shout out to Kyle Logan with KE Paints. He was our presenter at CBBN last week. He did a phenomenal job, and it was so neat having him as a young entrepreneur, talking all about how he created his business and where he's at in the business. They do interior, exterior painting. They do fence painting, whether that's plastic or wood, staining, painting, cleaning. They also do Christmas light installation. So if you're wanting Christmas lights done in your home, they have the ability to do that as well. And their really great thing is you can leave them up red, white, and blue for 4th of July. You can do Halloween. You can do all of the lights. KEPaints.com. Kyle Logan and his team are just phenomenal. 720-248-4439. When you are at events and functions, make sure that you're coming to me. True Coat Painters, one of our advertisers, has recently given us $150 off coupons on your next project. You can reach out to True Coat Paints, Alyssa and her team at 720-923-8600. Maybe those windows are a little dirty from all of the dust, dirt, and debris that's here in Colorado. We've had a dry, really weird winter, and that makes so much debris on the windows. It makes so much debris on your home. Men in Kilts Window Cleaning of Denver does a great job at coming out and cleaning all of those windows. They also deal with your gutters and eaves and overhangs as well. They also have the ability to clean doors and restore those back to new, beautiful, fresh entry open ways to your home. Men in Kilts, you can reach out to them at 720-534-2125 or meninkiltsdenver.com. Danny and his team are just absolutely stand up. Are you needing a little bit of cash flow in your business? Are you needing to expand? Well, there's a great company that can help you do just that, and that is Fusion Financing, your financing solutions. Amy Strum, you can reach out to her at 720-927-0439 and have a phone conversation about her and your financial lending needs for commercial businesses and new projects. There is a lovely lady that I know, and her name is Catherine Healy. Kate, if you know her, she's with Edward Jones. Knowing your financial situation and getting that in hand is really, really important. You can reach out to catherine.healy@edwardjones.com to set up a interview with her to see what she can do for your financial solutions. Let's get to work on a life that you love. Catherine Healy with Edward Jones. Do you have a huge spring or summer event coming up? Want it catered with the first and only box lunches? Our friends over at Apple Spice Catering specialize in businesses and corporate lunches and events. They've learned what it takes to make your event successful. They are Apple Spice Denver, and the food is Chef's Kiss. A lot of you guys know Kate brings samples to all of our networking events and functions, and they are just amazing. We did an episode at their facility a few months ago, and it was wonderful. We had a great time out there. Well, Valentine's Day is coming, and you're probably going to have a fabulous night with your partner, delicious meal, and then so you want to be smooth. You want to be looking your best for that Valentine's Day dinner. Waxing the City can get you right where you want to be with your body and feeling and looking amazing. Not only do they do waxing on anywhere in the body, they also do brow lamination, brow tinting, lash curling and lash coloring, skin hyperpigmentation treatments, and a delicious array of different products. They are in Boulder, Superior, Lodo, and DTC. You can reach out to them at 303-592-2929 to connect with the Lodo location and chat with them and get that appointment set up for your Valentine's Day. They also have the Orange membership program where you could pay a monthly fee and then you get 20% off on services. So really, really great. Garvin's Plumbing and Sewer. Nobody likes to talk about plumbing issues, but they happen in all of our homes. Sometimes just getting that once a year jetting keeps things clear, roots chopped up and gotten out of that pipe so that you don't have a major backup. Garvin's Plumbing and Sewer, been here for 80 years, and they are a family business. Reach out to them at 303-571-5114, 303garvins.com. They are female owned and managed now, and I'm so proud of them. They're doing big, big things. That has been a generational pass down company and just absolutely incredible. So we all have commercial buildings. We all have large scale chillers and boilers and huge equipment on the rooftops here in the Denver metro and surrounding areas. There's one company, Nextech, that's Nextech. Their team can get your business back up with cleaning, maintenance. Chillers and boilers are really complicated, and you have to have a good commercial company comes out that knows what they're doing, keeping your clients, your staff, and your business warm in the winter and nice and cool in the summer. They are in Colorado. They're in Wyoming and Utah. Jacob and his team can be reached at 321-604-6633 or at www.nexttechna.com. They have a slew of services: HVAC/R services, equipment replacement, preventative maintenance, 24-hour emergency service, and commercial kitchen equipment. That is the hardest company to find, is somebody that can handle those kitchens and refrigerations and coolers if you're at a convenience store. Nextech is a great advertiser of mine, and Jacob's a good friend as well. So I really, really appreciate all of you tuning in, liking and following and subscribing to our 3-time award-winning podcast on 38 platforms. My name is Arica Netterville, soon to be 3-time book author, and that's just blowing my mind. So many incredible things are happening. Do want everybody to remember this weekend is the start of the Denver Home Show at the Convention Center. We will be in the house spotlighting Veterans Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric at their booth, and just really exciting, all the things that are going on. We want to give Sandy Schuster another huge shout out. She did a phenomenal job on our studio. I'm I'm absolutely loving it. Of course, most of you know Laramie Square is over my head, and our office is done in Denver. We have Denver Skyline, 16th Street, all in our offices, and she has done such a phenomenal job quarterly coming in and decorating. She's decorated for the holidays, and she just loves making our studio look beautiful. So thank you, Sandy. We love you. What's going on in the podcast? I think we've kind of covered everything coming up. Events are just really high blown and full on. We have the International Women's Day Conference of Denver here at Venture X coming up in March the 6th. We have about 80 women coming into the lab, so it's going to be really exciting. The Nonprofit Networking Breakfast Summit is March the 13th, and that's over at Serendipity Labs. And then what else is coming up? Gosh, there was an event I wanted to talk about. Oh, make sure that you're logging on to the West Metro Chamber and voting me for Chamber Champion. I am in the lead right now for 2026, so very exciting. We'll be at Wind Down Wednesday a little bit later today, networking with all of our friends in Jeffco. We love everybody out there in the West. And I'm just happy. I'm on a ride like you would not believe. We did our photo shoot for book cover 1 today. Tomorrow I'm going to be in a 6-hour photo shoot with Rachel Sorbet, 5 costume changes, outfit changes. March the 5th, we're going to be on Channel 31 and News 2, talking about the Nonprofit Networking Breakfast Summit. So thank you so much for our media sponsor for TV. We'll make sure that we're sharing those links and television episodes as well. And I'm just trying to hold on. There's so much going on in the business, with our advertisers, with our sponsors. We have a new sponsor coming on board this month, and he's really stepping up to the plate in a big, big way. So really excited about that. Once that contract is done, we will release all of that information as well. And I think next month when we're doing Behind the Beat, I'll be able to say all 3 of the book titles. I want to say them so bad and talk about it, but I was told to keep that under wraps because they're working on the press releases right now for the 3 books. When I get these 3 business books done, then I'm going to do 3 children's books. And those 3 children's books will be surrounded by dyslexia and learning disabilities. When I was a little child, I had dyslexia, so it was very hard for me to read and understand. Letters and numbers were switched, and I had to reread things several times. I had learning disabilities that I had to overcome and learn how to learn. So I'm going to do a set of 3 children's books. Dyslexic Danny will be the first book, and that'll be talking all about how to learn and identify what dyslexia is. And a child that's reading it can say, "Mommy, I'm having a trouble with that. That is the same thing that's happening to me." And catching that when you're young and identifying that there's a learning issue or dyslexia really helps to be able to navigate the learning and get it on track early while the child is young and learning how to compensate that. The book 2 of the children's book will be Learning Issue Laura, and it'll be her struggles and being able to identify learning issues. And then the 3rd book is going to be a monster book, and he's the